Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the welterweight bout between Vicente Luque versus Michael Chiesa. And how I see this fight right here. At first I was leaning Luque, now I'm leaning Chiesa. I was back and forth on this, but ultimately I will be leaning to Chiesa in this one, and I am picking Michael Chiesa to win this one right here. It's like with Chiesa trying to pick Luque versus Chiesa, it's like a lot of speculation and a lot of leaning on what happened to him at lightweight. But as far as welterweight, he's pretty clean. It's like you really can't really say too much against Chiesa. I mean, everybody has their flaws, everybody has their openings, and like you definitely can find stuff if you look hard enough. But as far as glaring things, you can't really say anything as far as welterweight Chiesa. At lightweight, his body was very soft. At welterweight, we saw RDA try to go to his body a little bit with no significant effect. It wasn't like, oh, as soon as he got hit with one clean body shot, he crumpled over, or his pace slowed down, or he went into defensive mode, or went to panic wrestling. At lightweight, that was more effect because he's such a big lightweight, was cutting so much weight. And you know, when you cut on that weight and draining yourself, it's coming from somewhere. And I think it was really coming from his body. He was losing, I don't know, durability, losing. So all that weight cut off his body was, he couldn't take damages that well, especially to the body at lightweight. But at welterweight, it's not to the same degree. I'm not saying it's still not there, but we don't really know. It hasn't seen somebody really made a good attempt to consistently go to his body. And with any fighter, really, you go consistently go to the body, you're going to see the effect. So, but it's not to the degree that you could just graze this guy and blow on his body and he'll crump over like he was at lightweight. His body was very soft at lightweight. But welterweight, that's not the same degree, and that's for sure. I could definitely say that he could take more damage at welterweight and is more durable, harder to break. And then we have not really seen him tested there. And this be a fight that could test him. This fight would test Luque as well. Now, Luque on the side, I think what is his first UFC fight against Michael Graves or Mike Graves. Mike Graves, they put on a pretty solid wrestling clinic on him. And early on, Vicente Luque did have a wrestling issue, but has worked on that. But also, he has not really had it addressed. Like, he stuffed a couple of Willie's takedown attempts, but Willie at this point, when's the last time Willie has really been a good takedown threat to anyone? Maybe since Strikeforce, but in UFC, he came in as a wrestling is really a sprawling brawler. Really, he don't really use the wrestling too much. He might go for like one or two takedowns the whole fight, and his success rate has significantly dropped. So can't really count Willie in there. Chiesa is a guy that's primarily a wrestler. Will look to, he might work on his striking. His striking is improving. He's getting much more confidence, which again will help me lean to Chiesa in this one. It's making me lean because he's working on the striking, but he's not forgetting his wrestling. He's not forgetting that, oh, I can knock guys out. I'm the best striker in the world. I can strike with these strikers. Now he still knows, and he knows that wrestling and his grappling is his bread and butter, and that's what will get him to as far as he can go. It's not his striking. It will certainly help, but he remembers that it's his wrestling. Whereas guys like Willie, they start knocking people out and they forget their wrestling or neglect it, or they become predictable with their wrestling to the point that it's not even that effective. I mean, it still keeps people respecting it, but they just turn into strikers. And you could, I don't know, but anytime you start limiting your skill set or getting away from what got you there, it's not good. But I feel like Chiesa has not forgot that. And where I'm going with this, as far as why I'm leaning to Chiesa and how I see this fight going, I feel like Luque could definitely attack the legs of Chiesa as he circles, and that'd be a good shot. I think another thing for Luque to do in this one is really dig to the body a lot more, because you start digging to the body, your punches are already lower, so you already have the underhooks. Like when they try to level change for takedowns, you punch to the body, it's like it's meeting them as they're going down, and then your hands are already there for the underhooks. So it'll be a smart thing to go to the body, leg kicks into the body, and it could be a very good strategy for Luque. But this is not me coaching Luque in this fight, and I feel like he's still going to go heavily for leg kicks and go heavily for the head shots. Maybe mix throw about 20 body shots. Where I feel like he should throw like 50 body shots in this one, or enough until he get a stoppage. But I feel like he's gonna throw like 10 to 20, probably like more like 10 body shots this whole fight. Maybe land about 5 of them. Might have good success with it, but not gonna get away from it. And I feel what I did see on Luque's side, I was talking about not really trying to do all the speculation, but judging based on what I've seen. And when I'm judging based on what I've seen, there's more to be seen from Luque as far as opening that I feel like Chiesa could take advantage of. Chiesa does a lot of his wrestling from the body lock, and I've seen a lot of fighters that definitely aren't the best grapplers or grapplers at all be able to get it to the body lock. I've seen Willie be able to just throw big, wide, sloppy shots and get to the body. To the body lock like twice against Luque. Even though he didn't get the takedown, he got there. But a guy like Chiesa, from that body lock, he's not gonna try to force a muscle takedown. He's gonna lean on you. He's gonna try to pull on you, try to lay on you. He's gonna use that position more smart to wear you down. He's not gonna try to force a takedown. unless he needs to, or unless it's just there for him to force. He's not going. He's going to be more intelligent, more smart, more conservative with his takedowns, and that's going to be control time. That's going to be taken away from your energy, taken away off from the clock, and he's going to smart a little bit fighter. He's not a guy like Willie, who turned into this knockout artist, or this guy that's so hungry for the knockout, or a guy that's just desperate or was at the end of his road. So he's gonna be to hang on you in more for those positions, and you can't really allow him to get those same positions. I seen what's his name, Randy Brown, be able to throw a shot, get in, cross, like get a body lock, cross it, and slam him to the ground, and get like what, about 30-40 seconds of control time or something like that. And that's Randy Brown. Randy Brown ain't no phenomenal wrestler or grappler. I mean, he's working on it, but you can't you get those things up to those guys. And I seen Nico Price be able to take him down, slam him down. I seen Mike Perry be able to get like 3 minutes of control time on him. And Mike Perry's an underrated grappler, but still Chiesa is definitely on a different level as far as grappling. And you give him the same positions as the other guys. And you can understand that, oh, he really wasn't expecting with those guys, but it's still there. And I've been able to consistently see different opponents, different body frames be able to get to the body lock without much issue against Luque. And Luque, when he's pressure heavy, you gotta just like let him bait him in with the pressure, like like allow him to pressure in, and then be able to duck, level change, and come right back up and be able to get into the clinch, or throw a single or a combination and be able to get to that clinch relatively easy without much issue. I think when Luque, you're at most danger when you're kind of just out there waiting at mid range where he can catch you with these jumping hooks or catch you lacking or be able to chew your legs up. But when you're entering that range behind combinations or staying active, there's a lot of opportunities. I feel like Chiesa could do that. So his lack of output on Chiesa's side is a good and a bad thing for him. But the fact that he's wrestling is always going to be a good thing in this one. I feel like I said, I feel like he'll be able to get to that body lock, be able to lay on Luque, whether he's getting into the takedown or not, is wearing him down, and eventually be able to start to secure takedown, secure control time, and really lay and latch on to Luque and be able to drag him to a decision. And that's really my prediction for this one. So in this one, I have Michael Chiesa via decision.